Okay, so good evening, everybody. So today we just try to continue to show you about the IS and LM model before. Actually, last two weeks, we already know something about IS and LM model, okay? IS is represent commodity marketing, okay? So when the people produce some commodities and then they can provide some people for the consumption, and as a special we mentioned before. Here, the good marketing, then we can find the IS curve. And we also can find this curve is equal to the household consumption and the firm investment spending, okay? And the government spending and net export, okay? So actually, this is we already know this is situation. So like here, AD equal to C plus I plus Z, and NX. NX is represent X minus N, okay? So actually, you also can find the equivalent level of income and the equivalent level of the output, like the chapter 10, okay? So if possible, you can go back to see the chapter 10, all the content, okay? And the other one, we also can try to find, this is the, from the 45 degree, so we can find the equivalent income. Then we also can try to see about the IS curve. So it represents the nominal income. They divide by price, okay? And then we can find the real income. Actually, the nominal income and the real income, they are not have any experience for or effect from the price change, okay? So here you can see the IS curve. And the other way, actually, last week I already dropped the different style for the IS curve. Have the three style, and the LM also have the three style. Did you remember? Last week we already mentioned, okay? So if you don't know, you can go back to see the last week I dropped the different finger for you, okay? And so here we just try to find all the detail. And after that, we also try to find, this is the multiple multiplier. This is our friend from the autonomous, the consumption increase. Then they would get the income also increase. And then they have some different multiplier. So we also try to show you about all the effect. And the other way, it is special for the LM. LM is mean for the money marketing, okay? So we also can find when the money supply controlled by the central bank and the money demand controlled by all the society, because the people, they got a different motivation, okay? They want to buy something or prepare for something or to do some speculative, okay? So and after that, we can try to find the LM curve, okay? I also draw the three different styles to find the LM curve, okay? And after that, you can see this is represent, L is represent the money demand, okay? And a small k, they have some relationship with the income. Actually, if you remember, we talked before, the money demand, they can separate, have the active money and the idle money, okay? So did you remember we mentioned before the money demand, okay? Actually, they had the money, this is for the transition, and the other way, this is for the prepare, also dependent on the Y, and this is for the speculation, depending on the interest rate, okay? So here, these two things, we can call this as active money, okay? And this is actually, we can call this is the idle money, okay? So actually, we can try to revise. This one is from the small ky, okay? And this is the hi, okay? So, and then you can drop this arrow. Actually, the arrow is represent the money demand, okay? And the ky actually is represent active money, okay? And hi actually is represent, this is the idle money, okay? So, and after that, you can see this is, we can try to see this is the money demand. And we also try to know about the money supply is constant. Actually, this is dependent on the central bank. This is controlled by the central bank, okay? So in particular, we will talk later something about monetary policy, okay? We will talk something about the monetary policy for the next chapter, okay? So you can see in particular the central bank, how to control the money supply, okay? So this is the first, and this is the second, and third one is the money supply equal to money demand, okay? So if we can find it, then we can get, this is what we call LM curve, okay? Because LM curve actually they already combine the money supply and the money demand, okay? So here we also can try to find, this is the money demand curve, okay? So you can find, and after that, so here this is the I drop the finger, okay? This is we also can find the LM curve. Then they can find this is the positive the slope, okay, for the LM. So you can look, this is blue line, it's represent the money supply, okay, and the other two one is represent the money demand, okay. So when the income increase, so this curve will be shift to the right hand side, and after that they can find a higher interest rate, okay. So you can look from the Y, from Y1 increase to the Y2, okay. Then they would let the money supply and money demand increase, shift to the right hand side, okay. And after that they can find the higher interest rate, so you can connect, so you can find the LM curve, we can find the positive slope, okay. So this is the story, okay. So, and after that, one day, you can see this is represent the supply of money and the money marketing equilibrium, and then we can find the LM curve, okay. And after that, maybe if the money demand or money supply, they have some change, and then they would the LM curve also shift to another line. So maybe here you can look. So back here you can see one day if the government used the money supply increase, okay. So they extend the money supply. So the blue line will be shift to the right hand side. And after that, they can find the equivalent interest rate will be decreased, okay? So here you can see when the money supply increase, then this line will be shift to the right hand side. Okay. So here you can see if the real money balance increase, and then the money supply curve shift to the right. Okay. So you can find this situation. So and after that we can combine IS curve and LM curve to this situation. So IS curve is represent the good market, okay? LM is represent the money market, and then they combine, get together, so you can see the equivalent interest rate and the equivalent income or equivalent output, okay? So you can look like this situation. And actually, we also make some assumption. For example, we just let the money, the price level is constant. But actually, the price level, if they change, then we will try to find the AD curve in the later. Okay? So the firm will to supply whatever amount of the output is diminished at the price level. Okay. So here, this is we already mentioned. So if the government use the fiscal policy, government then let the fiscal the government spending increase. So the IS curve will be shift to the right hand side. Okay. So and after that, we can find the output or income increase, but they also can let the interest rate increase. So here you can see autonomous spending. Did you remember what is autonomous spending? Did you remember? Autonomous spending increase. We write down. Okay, so here this is IS curve. Okay, IS curve is represent y equals to c plus g plus x minus n. Okay, and what is autonomous spending is represent C0, BY, P0, okay, and I0, G0, or maybe have the X0, and N0, and the small y, and we also have the other one is the HI, okay. So you can see what is autonomous. This one is autonomous. Okay. Okay. So here you can see autonomous. Okay. Autonomous spending. What is autonomous spending? Actually including C0, I0, G0, X0. This is what we all call autonomous spending. Okay? If these four things increase, and then the IS curve will be shift to the right hand side. Okay? So here you can see. So if C0 increase, I0 increase, or G0 increase, or X0 increase, or T0 decrease, and N0 decrease. Okay? And after that, this is represent IS curve. They will be shift to right, to the right hand side. Okay? So you need to remember here you can look social effects of and the increase in the autonomous spending. What is autonomous spending? Including the household consumption, or funds investment, or the government spending, or export. Okay. These four variables we all call autonomous spending. If these four variables increase, after that, this is IS curve. We shift to the right hand side. Okay, shift to the right. And on the other hand, maybe if the government let the tax decrease, okay, or deduct, or the import, autonomous import decrease, then IS curve also shift to the right hand side. On the other hand, if we let another direction, okay, change, for example, I0 decrease, C0 decrease, I0 decrease, G0 decrease, or X0 decrease, then IS curve will be shift to the left hand side. Okay, if this curve is left hand side, and now it's right hand side. So can you understand? And after that, in general, we would like to call this is the fiscal policy. Okay, so maybe we would just try to show you about what is fiscal policy. Okay. I mean, back here, fiscal policy. Okay, is represent G0 increase or T0 decrease, and then you can look IS shift to the right. Okay, this is what we call expand. Okay, expanding expenditure. Then let the government control the government spending or government expenditure increase, or the government let the tax decrease. And after that, you can see this is the IS curve shift to the right hand side. Okay, and other if the government decrease or the tax increase, then IS curve they shift to the left. Okay. So you can see this is the different the policy. Okay. So this is all important. And the other way, you also can find, this is maybe we can find, this is the monetary policy. Okay, so for example, if the government, they have some relationship with the price. Okay, so and after that, we also can find deriving the AD schedule. This finger is represent IS curve. There are not any relationship with the price. Okay, so when the price increase from the P1 to P2, okay, and after that, we can see the LM curve will be shift to the left hand side. Okay, because the P increase, and after that the real money supply decrease. Okay, so you can see, and after that we can combine this result. So and after that we can find the AD curve. They have the negative slope. Okay, so and finally we can see, try to get this formula. So you can look, okay? So one is IS curve, one is LM curve. So you can calculate, and then you can find the equivalent income and equivalent interest rate. So if you have time, you can go back, just follow the formula and the step by step, and then you also can find the result. Okay? So here, actually, you can also find the AD curve. So the AD curve, there are two variables. One is for the income. One variable is for the price. Okay. So this is the chapter. We also mentioned last 2 weeks. So I hope you already get some idea. Okay. And after that, we also try to show you the next chapter. This is the special. We will try to talk something about the monetary policy and the fiscal policy. Okay, so here, this is the chapter 12. Okay, so this chapter we will use the ISLM model and developing in the chapter 11 to show how monetary policy or fiscal policy work. Okay, so fiscal policy is initial impact in the good marketing. Okay, and the monetary policy has initial impact mainly in assets marketing. Okay, so and after that we can combine, we can connect. This is special for the connect both fiscal and monetary policy. Okay, so have effect both the left of the output and the interest rate. So sometimes we just try to conserve the expansionary and contractionary monetary policy, move the LM curve to the right or to the left. Okay, and then we also can find the expansionary and the fiscal policy. Or so here, this is we can call this is the expansional. This is the expansional fiscal policy. Okay, and this is the contractional contractionary fiscal policy. Okay, so here you need to try to know expansional, and this is the traditional contractionary. Okay, so you can see if the expansional fiscal policy, the IS curve would be shift to the right hand side, and the contractionary fiscal policy, they shift to the left hand side. Okay, so you can find this situation, and here you also can try to draw the monetary. Okay. Because we write down this is the monetary policy. Okay. You can look. This is the money supply equal to money demand, and this is the Y and R. Okay. And this is we already call this KY minus HI. Okay. So here we just try to write down. For example, if the money supply increase or money demand decrease, okay, and LM there would be a shift to the right hand side, to the right, okay. So this is what we call this is the expansionary monetary policy, okay. So you can remember this is the expansionary monetary policy. They would let LM curve shift to the right, okay. And if this is the contractionary monetary policy, okay. Okay, and they would let the money supply decrease or money demand increase, okay, and LM they will shift to the left, okay. So you can see this is called contractionary monetary policy, okay. And after that, we also interested in trying to know how to let the money supply increase, okay. So how many instruments they have for the central bank, okay. The central bank, how to control the money supply, okay. They have the different idea. For example, like first, they can call the reserve rate, okay. The government can design let the reserve rate increase or decrease, and the other rate discount rate, okay, how to change, and the third one is the open marketing operation. We call OMO the policy. So maybe we will talk later. These three instruments, they will change the money supply. Okay, so maybe we can see this result. Okay, so can you understand? So I hope you already to read the PPT or the textbook before. Okay. So here you can see the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve actually in America. Okay. In America we call the Federal Reserve. In other country we also call the central bank. Okay. So the central bank is responsible for the monetary policy in the U.S. Okay, so they can conduct many through open marketing operation. So we hear open marketing operation. Okay, and how to control or how to use. Actually, in the monetary instrument, which one is best? Is OMO. Okay, because all the central bank, they prefer use this instrument, open marketing operations. Okay, because this policy is more important. This is more important. Okay, all the country, most country they prefer use the open marketing operations. Okay, so this is more important. And how to use this? First, they can buy or buying or selling of the government bond. Okay, if they buy the government bond, and then they would let the money supply increase. So here, central bank, FED is represent central bank. Okay, the central bank buy bonds in exchange for the money. Okay, so the money supply will be increased. Okay, so the money supply will be increased. The other hand, if the central bank sell bonds, and then they will let the money supply decrease. Okay, and after that they can control how much the quantity of the money supply is much better. So actually, this instrument is quite similar. We drive the car. I'm not sure. Someone, can you drive a car? Do you have any license to drive a car? How to drive your car? How to control your direction? From here to the train station, you buy the car, drive the car, okay? And you put the direction, right hand side, left hand side, right hand side, left hand side. You cannot say, oh, I only control one direction. If you only control one direction, then you got a big trouble. Okay? Can you get my point? So here, the central bank buy or share the bond actually so many times. Not the whole, only one time. Okay? Maybe 8 o'clock, he buys some bond. Okay? 9 o'clock, he sell some bond. 10 o'clock, he buy again or sell again. Okay? So many different directions. Okay? And then this power controlled by central bank. They don't need to report or repeat to someone. They just do it. Okay? So you can get some news saying American government say in the Asia country, of the central bank in the Asia country, including China, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, they always control exchange rate. But this is real or not? Okay? Because each country all control exchange rate. Okay? Because we must control. Okay? So sometimes the American government say, oh, the Asian country always control exchange rate, so this is an unfair international trade. But this is unfair international trade. So American government will feedback or to attend for this country. But actually, most countries, they need to control, okay? Because when the exchange rate is revaluation or devaluation, then, for example, if this is the revaluation, okay, they would let export decrease, but import increase. But it's the devaluation. If the exchange rate devaluation, then export increase and the import decrease. Okay, so I'm not sure, do you know something about the revaluation and devaluation? Christine, do you know about the devaluation or devaluation? What's different?
The evaluation is the power of the money decrease.
I mean, it's try to exchange the money. For example, you come from Spain, okay? But can you bring the Spain money to come to Taiwan to use?
I have to change.
Yes, exactly. So you need to change, okay? So you change to the NT dollar directly, or you change to the US dollar and change to the NT dollar again directly.
Yeah.
Okay, so is the revaluation or devaluation is good for you?
The valuation of the entity.
No, for your spend money. If you spend Spanish currency, how to call? Euro, okay. If you use the European currency, okay, and the European currency is revaluation, it's good for you because you import education, okay. So you come to Taiwan, everything very cheap, okay. But if a European dollar become devaluation, so you need to pay a lot of money for consumption in Taiwan. So this is not good for you. So can you get my point? For example, you come here, all the two ladies, you come from South Korea, the same, okay? Because for you, you are foreigner people, okay? So you come here for study, it's quite senior with the import education. You buy education, okay? So when the Korea currency revaluation, it's good for you, okay? But if the Korea currency become devaluation, you need to pay a lot of money in Taiwan. This is not good for you. So you can see like here, okay? So it's for your domestic currency revaluation. It's good for import. If your domestic currency devaluation, then your import will decrease. Okay? So can you get this point? Any question? All right. So you can try to see. This is the government, the central bank in the government, how to control the money supply. Okay. So I hope you can see. So adjustment to the monetary expansion. Okay. So if you want increase in the money supply, okay, so you can try to buy the bond from the market from the outside, okay, and then you can let the money supply increase, okay. So so here you can see this is the money transition. I mean, this is the monetary transition system. Okay. So, for example, in the OPO, do you know OPO? This is OPO, open. This is the open marketing operation. Okay. So in the OPO, okay, and the government or the central bank, okay, or the government, okay. For example, they can buy in the bond, okay, from the assess marketing, okay, because they buy, okay, buy the bond, so they can let the money supply. So they will let the money supply increase. Okay? If they are sell the bond, and then they would let the money supply decrease. Okay? So here you need to check. Okay? So, and after that, you can see so here we just continue. Money supply increase, and after that interest rate decrease. Interest rate decrease, and then investment increase, and then Y increase. This is we call monetary transition. Transition system. Monetary transition system. Okay. So I'm not sure. For example, you step in your living room, okay, and then you want connect the power, okay, because the light too short, and how to connect. You want to let this microphone use in the outside, but this line is too short, okay? So you need to buy more connect, okay? So you can imagine this is connect, okay? So if all the function is good, then you can find Y is represent the light, okay? You can find the bright, okay? But if the light cannot working, okay? And how to find the problem? Can you get my point? You live in your in the accommodation. You want cook something or use hot water? How to use? I'm not sure. Actually, the Taiwan accommodation is quite crazy. I'm not sure in Korea. How many students live together in the room? Or Christine? So how about your accommodation? Everybody live in the single room or the shared room together? Yeah. In European country, actually, most students all live in the single room, not share with someone. So the same or the same?
Yeah.
How many students live in the same room, same bed? No? All the single?
Yeah.
Okay. And how about Korea? Is it single or you share someone together? No, I mean in accommodation, not outside. I mean in accommodation. How many students live in a small room? In the Providence University, is the 3 or 4 students share one room. How about China? Four people. But actually, in a European country or in American, no. Everybody would be used a single room. Okay, because it is more private, more individuals. Okay, so do you like?
Yeah, I like it.
You like share with someone?
No.
You don't like?
No,
Why?
because I need privacy.
But we are good friends.
But I don't want to be like,
We don't need to have any clothes. We can body to body.
but it's a lot of time I travel with people.
Okay. Any trouble?
No,
No. Okay. Yeah, this is a different culture. Okay. And actually, in the European country, everybody used a single room, but they have shared the common room, share the kitchen. So you live in a flat, one living room or dining room or the same the kitchen. So actually, for the student in university, they need to learn how to cook, okay, how to become independent, okay. But in the Asian country, no. So sometimes in Taiwan, the students study in university, but they don't know how to cook, okay. But one day we go to the outside, you go to America, you go to the European country, most students, they need to cook by themselves, okay? Because if you want to buy the food outside, all very expensive, okay? If you can cook by yourself, then you can save your money, okay? So the student, I mean the accommodation, not only for living, not only for sleeping, okay? Actually, accommodation, we need to learn how to have the real life, okay? So we need to know how to cook, how to manage all the things, okay? So this is for the real life. Okay, we have a break, 10 minutes, and please come back again. Okay, so we will continue, try to see monetary policy, okay? So we just try to see if the government or the central bank, maybe they buy some bond from assess marketing, and then they would let the money supply increase. And after that, they would let the interest rate decrease, and the investment increase, and output or income also increase. So, and after that, we call this as a monetary transitional system. So like here, we call this as the transition mechanism, okay? So, but if this transition system, they got some trouble. For example, here, this is the first trouble. So this is what we call liquidity. Liquidity trade. Okay. If the money supply increase, but the interest rate constant, okay, and after that, the investment also constant, and the Y also constant. So the monetary will become ineffective, okay. And the second. The second trouble is between interest rate and investment. So the second we call this is the investment demand. They got some trouble, okay, because it's the inelasticity. So it's mean money supply increase, that the interest rate decrease. But after that, the investment constant. So it's ineffective. And after that, the also the constant. So you can look back here. You can look when the interest rate decrease, but why the investment they cannot increase. Okay, so for example, now in the global situation, for example in Taiwan, our interest rate only 1%. Okay, actually it's quite low. In Japan, near 0. Okay, so maybe the Korea or the same, maybe only 1%. China maybe higher, maybe 2%. In American, maybe 1% or 0.5%. In the UK, 0.5%. So I'm not sure in Spain.
In Europe is 0.25.
Yeah, so actually it's near 0. So one day if you do the savings in the banking system, maybe you are not any interest value. And after that, you also need to pay some fees to the bank. Because when you do the savings, you put the money in the house, maybe it's dangerous, okay? And you prefer put your money in the central bank, in the banking system, okay? Maybe it's good for you, okay? So here, you can try to get why the interest rate is quite low, but the people they don't do like to do more investment. Why? Do you know why? Because investment actually is dependent on MEI and R. Okay, MEI is represent your return. Okay, your return. Okay, if you do any investment, you have the higher return. Okay, and then this is represent. This is the value. Okay, this is for the cost. Okay, so when the MEI, do you know what is MEI? It is marginal. This is marginal effect of the investment. Okay, so it is represent the value for your investment. And the R is represent the interest rate, is represent cost. Okay, so if MEI are larger than R, then they would let the investment increase. If the less, then the investment decrease. Okay, so here you can try to know, although you let the interest rate decrease, but for the firm, they just consider the MEI, okay? Because MEIs represent their return, their value, okay? Except the return or value larger than cost, then they just do this investment, okay? So here you can see the transition mechanism, okay? So you can look the two steps in the transitional mechanism. The process by which change in the monetary policy affect AD curve. AD we call aggregated demand curve. Okay, so the first is for the portfolio. Okay, so you can see if the real balance general portfolio is equivalent. So, for example, prevailing interest rate and the level of the income, the people are holding more money than they want. Okay, or portfolio, the holder, okay, tend to reduce their money holding by buying other assets. So they will change assets price and years. Okay. So, and after that, they would change the money supply in the interest rate. Okay. So you can find the four step. Okay. This is the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay. So you can look first. You just let the money supply change. Okay. And after that, they will change the interest rate. Okay. And assessed price. Okay. So for example, money supply increase, interest rate decrease. Okay. And after that, the spending, for example, investment. Okay. So the investment will increase. And after that, what is output? Output is Y, is income. So I just write down here. This is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay. So I write down this is more easy. So you can try to see. However, this is the 4th step. Maybe you have to some step got trouble. Okay. So here you can see this is the from step 1 to step 2. They got some trouble. Is for the liquidity trap. Do you know the liquidity trap? It means the interest rate is quite low. Okay, so if you can draw this finger, this is the money, this is the R. Okay. So we mentioned before. Here you can look. This is the money demand. Where is the liquidity trap? Is here. Okay. Where is liquidity trap? Is here. This area. This area we call liquidity. Liquidity trap. Okay. What do you mean? This is represent one day if the government they use the monetary policy. Okay. For example, this is the MS1. This is MS2. Okay. The government let the money supply increase. Okay. But from point A to point B, you can look. Okay, so this is M1, this is M2. Okay, but however, this the R is constant, no change. Okay, so you can look. Is here. This is represent money supply increase from the MS1 shift to the MS2, okay? But the interest rate constant, okay? So you can imagine, for example, this microphone operate or not, okay? For example, this is not connected, so the microphone cannot working, okay? So this is like here. And after that, we need to connect. Okay? So if we connect, then we can hear this is working. Okay? So this is represent the liquidity trap. This represent the transition mechanism not working. So can you understand? Okay? So you can look. So if the money supply increase, then the interest rate constant, and after that, the investment also constant. So the income or output also constant. So if like this situation is represent the monetary policy, okay, is ineffective. So sometimes you need to see effective or effective. If we write down effective, it's not useful. Okay, effective is useful. Okay, so like this situation. So here you can look. The liquidity trap imply LM, the curve, is the horizon. Okay, so when we change the quantity of the money, balance shift of the balance shift. So here is represent. If we got a liquidity trap, the monetary policy has no impact on either the interest rate or the level of the income. Okay, so the money policy is powerless. Okay, a powerless is mean effective. So can you understand? Powerless is powerful, is effective, and powerless is mean effective. Okay. So we also try to know about the possibility of the liquidity trap at a lower interest rate. Is nothing that grew out of the theory of English economist John Keynes. Okay, John Maynard Keynes. Okay, so in particular, the John Keynes. Okay. He just mentioned these two situations. First situation is for the liquidity trade, and the second situation is for the investment lag. Okay, lag interest elasticity. So it means when the money supply can let interest rate decrease. However, the investment also constant, no change. Okay, because most people do investment, they dependent on return or value, better than for the cost. Okay, so now because all the society. Nobody want to try to do some investment. Although the interest rate is quite low. For example, like the housing price. Last time we also mentioned, now the housing price is quite higher. For the young generation, it's very difficult to buy a house, okay? But the housing price, it's possible decrease so much. No, they also constant on there. Okay, so maybe a lot of housing become too empty. Okay, empty. Nobody use. So like in the China as well, I'm not sure which city. All the time, nobody live there. Okay, we call ghost town. Okay, you know why? Because the price of the housing is quite higher. It's very difficult for the normal people to buy it. But the producers, they produce the housing, they don't like to share in cheap. Okay, so they just fix there. Nobody use. Okay, so actually this is the typical situation for the buyer and the seller. Okay. So in particular, you can see the banks, the reluctance to lend. What do you mean? Reluctance. Christine, what do you mean? Reluctance. Do you know this word? It means they don't like. They don't want. Okay? So it means the banks don't want to lend money to people. So reluctant mean is don't want, okay, or don't like to do anything, okay. So you can see the two extreme meaning case arise when discussing the effect of the monetary policy on the economy, okay. So the second is mean the reluctance of the bank to lend, because now the banking system, they don't like to lend the money to people, okay, because they just worry, or maybe I'm not sure. Do you have any idea? If your friend want to borrow money from you, do you like to lend or not? Your friend say, "Oh, please do me a favor. Please help me. I need the money, and please lend some money to me." Do you like? I remember when I was studying in the UK, my classmate, he come from Pakistan. One day, he just showed me his account, only £4. The balance of the account only had the $4, £4. And actually, it's my good roommate, my classmate, and say, he want to borrow money from me, £200. Shall I lend to him or not? How do you think? Do you have any experience? Someone borrow money from you or not? Okay? And I just told him, yes, I can lend money to him. But I just remind him, this money for my living need, it's not free. You must return. Okay? Because now it's an emergency. You have no money to buy the food, to live. It's very dangerous, very poor for you. So we are good friends. I can support you. I can lend money to you. But you must tell me how to return this money to me. Okay? Because this money I bring from Taiwan to the UK for my study. It's not only for traveling, you know. I need to stay there longer. I need the money as well. Okay? And he was very smart. He said, okay, he can return to me every week at least £20. Okay? And I said, okay, yes. And the next day, he was very smart. He can find a part-time job. Okay? So I just remind you, if your friend wants to borrow money from you, you must exactly tell them, say, this money is very important for you. Okay? You are not free to him. Okay? If he borrowed money from you and then he didn't like to return, and then it means he transferred his trouble to you. Okay? So actually he's not a good friend. And after that, he also returned all the money to me on time. Okay? And then he also got a good ability, so he became a professor in the UK. Okay? So sometimes I would like to tell you, you can check. Maybe someone borrow money. It's some behavior, but one day if you ask them, want to return the money, and then it's easy to break your relationship. So can you understand, Christine? Someone borrow money from you? No? And how to reject? How to reject your friends or ask or request? Require. Nobody ask you to some favor or some help to them? No? Okay. So your life is more pure. Okay, but maybe in the future you will face this trouble as well. So you need to learn, say no. Okay? So I'm not sure, can you say no? Or you always only say yes, yes, yes? Okay? So how to learn, say no? Okay, is more important for our real life. I'm not sure for the real life in the traditional situation in Taiwan. For example, someone wants to borrow money from the bank, but the bank will ask you provide another guarantee. Guarantee, do you know guarantee? Okay, for example, she borrow money and I guarantee to her, if she cannot return, then I must return. Okay, shall you do that? For example, you two lady, you are a good friend. Okay, two lady, you are a good friend, and you graduated from the Providence University, and after 10 years, and then you meet at the street, and you are so lucky, so happy, so hired. Okay, so you have the lunch together. And after 10 minutes, he said, in the entire world, I only find you. You are my best friend. But I need to borrow money from the bank. And then I need someone to do the guarantee for me. Please sign your name for me. Is it possible? Okay? You need to reject. Okay? You need to say, oh, my dear, I'm so sorry. I'm a poor person as well. Okay? The lunch, I can pay, I can trade for you. For lunch, only for lunch. Okay? But you want to borrow 1 million from the bank, sorry. My ability is not enough. You need to find another one. Okay? If you are good, look me, my good friend, you need to understand, I'm a poor person as well. I cannot support you, except that you are a rich person. Okay? So, are you rich? Are you rich? You're also a poor person? You are not the daughter in Go Tai Min? You are not the daughter of the Go Tai Min, okay? Do you know who is Go Tai Min? It's the best richest in Taiwan. Okay? If you come from a rich family, then you can say, oh, yes, easy. You can sign for him. Okay? But if not, you need to say, I'm so sorry. Okay? So, do you know why? Because you sign the name, it's not only for your individuals, it's for your family. Did you ask your another members of family? Did you ask your husband, your children, or anyone? No. Okay? So sometimes you need to be careful. How about the friendship? Okay? Now, you are good friend. But after 10 years, after 20 years, after 30 years, everybody with our situation always more changing. Okay? So we need to care for it. Okay? So can you understand? Alright, so okay, so the story, we just try to continue, try to see. This is another one. this is for the classical case. Okay, so the classical case, the opposite of the horizon LM curve. Okay, so it's implied that monetary policy cannot affect the level of the income. Okay, so sometimes we need try to conserve. I mean, like here, maybe this is LN, and this is the IS run, and the other one, this is LN, IS run. So you can see, if this situation is represent the fiscal policy cannot do any change. Okay, but if like this situation, the fiscal policy can let the income increase. Okay. So I mean here, we just try to see if the LM, like this situation, only depending on the fiscal policy. This situation is represent the monetary policy is ineffective. Okay. So here we can see the demand for the money is entirely responsive to the interest rate. Okay. And the other way is vertical LM. Vertical, this is the horizon, this is the vertical. Okay? So you can try to see which one can, if like this one, this is only called the fiscal policy. This is effective. But like here, this is effective for the fiscal policy. So the classical school, the classical case, okay, they don't like the fiscal policy. Okay, so if possible, you need to try to go back to check. Okay, so when the LM curve is vertical, okay, so here a given change in the quantity of the money has a maximum effect on the level of the income. Okay, so if we see in the IS curve, don't affect the level of the income. Okay, so here we just try to compare. The vertical LM curve implies the comparative effectiveness of the monetary policy over fiscal policy. So only money matter for the determination of the output. Okay, so this is more important. Okay. So here we also try to see the fiscal policy and the crowding out. Okay, so sometimes the classical school, they don't like the government provide more service for the people. Okay, so here we also mentioned before, like the crowding effect. What is crowding effect? Okay, so you also can try to see, for example, this is funding, and this is the interest rate. Okay, so here you also can try to see this is the fund supply and the fund demand. Okay, so this is the dependent on S and the P, and this is the I and the Z. Okay. So here we just make assumption if the G prime increase. Okay, So after that, they would have the interest rate increase. Okay? So it means the government spending if it increase, so the FD they will be shift to the right hand side, and then they will let the interest rate increase. So the interest rate increase, and then they can see this is the S increase. S is mean savings. Savings increase is the consumption decrease, and the interest rate increase, the investment also increase. So and after that, you can see. So here, so you can see the government spending increase. The government spending increase, but the consumption and the investment decrease. So here you can see it's represent this area is delta Z, okay? But after that, the point here, so you can see this area is represent increase, the investment decrease, and this area is represent consumption decrease. Okay, so you can see this is the government spending increase, but this is the investment decrease, and the savings, the consumption decrease. So you can see the government spending increase, then the consumption decrease, and the investment decrease. So you can see this. So you can see delta C plus delta I plus delta Z equal to 0. So and after that, we call this the crowding out effect. Okay, because the government spending increase, and then the private sector, the consumption and the investment decrease. Okay. Any question to ladies? Listen to me. Okay. If you any question, you can talk. You want to chat after class. You can talk to 12 o'clock. Nobody care you. Okay. In the class, just keep quiet. If you have any question, just let me know. Put your hand. I already paid my time actually. I'm not so happy, you know. It's not for joking. I only thought the Taiwan is no hope. Very, very poor. I don't know, after the midterm exam, why they don't have to come to class. Just enjoy it. Enjoy for what? It is stupid. Okay, so we are break. Okay, this is the four countries story. Okay, so you can look, after the Second World War, the Philippine income higher than Taiwan 10 times. 10 times. Okay? Because the Taiwan, the Taiwan only NT dollar. The GNP is US dollar, only $50. Okay? Philippines already 500. This is the in the 1945. Okay, and then you can check. The yellow one is Taiwan, and the white one is Korea. And Taiwan and Korea is like a brother. Okay, so we would like to challenge for each other. Okay, and the other one is China. Okay, because the China before 1979 controlled by communism. So because the leader only concerned for the political, they are not concerned economic. So most people, they got a very poor economic status. But after the 1979, the leader, Deng Xiaoping, they changed all the economic policy. Okay, they opened the door, and then invited more technology, more capital. So the China, they grow up very, very fast. Okay, so from here, so I only talk from the 1949 to the 1979, the China wasted 30 years. Okay, the 30 years is quite poor, very horrible. But after that, you can look from here to here. How many years? 38 years. China more successful. And then I believe after 10 years, they will pass Taiwan and Korea. This they will continue. Okay, and this is the Philippines. Because their leader cannot do no good policy for their people. So now the Philippine people, they all got a very higher education, but they need to go to the overseas, do the service or any the caring job. The women, Philippine women, just go to Taiwan, Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, special for the women, doing the caring job. Okay, caring the elderly. They must far away with their family. And how about the men? Are in Philippines? They need to go to the Middle East country, do the hard job. So this is a Philippine story. And how about the Taiwan? And now we just worry about the Taiwan story. Okay, the Taiwan maybe fall down. Because why? Why economic Taiwan will fall down? Because you just look at the young generation, just want to enjoy the life, and then waste the time. Because you are our class in English, I cannot talk more. Actually, my Chinese class, I provide one later. It's Taiwanese to Taiwanese. Just mention the Taiwanese society, no hope. Okay? If you cannot believe my word, it's fine. It's your story, not my story. Actually, my son is quite good. So, what can I do? I like my teaching. I like my job. But my ability is quite fierce. I cannot change anything because this is your story, not my story. My story is more comprehensive, more exciting. but your story is very poor. So I only try to mention you. You need to change your behavior, change your mind. Okay? I'm not sure, actually, I like pay more time, more attention for my teaching. But if you don't like to learn how to get a better result, okay? So I don't know, actually, I'm not sent, okay? Actually, for my job, I would like try to do more things for you. I make more contribution for you. But if you cannot believe this is your story, not my story. Okay? So maybe if you want to go to the overseas, you need to have good ability in English. Okay? So I tried to show you, maybe in this summer, you can go to the Philippines. 1 month. Go to the Philippines 4 weeks. You only spend NT dollar, maybe only $40. You can go to the Philippines on the summertime. Okay, try to learn the English program. Okay, so this is for your summer program. Okay. So if the time is okay, you can ask more information from the OIA. Okay. If you are interested, you can go to the Philippines first to test your English is enough or not. Okay. So this is a good chance for you. Okay. And maybe in the e-learning, I also try to show you one Chinese word, but maybe the special for the Taiwanese student, you can check. Or maybe of the class, I would like to send this paper for you. Okay, this is in Chinese. I'm sorry for the foreign student, but I think this is more important for the Taiwanese student. Okay, the letter is the Taiwanese. Write down one letter to the Taiwanese. Okay, and what they taught. This is the special for the Taiwanese. Write down the letter to the Taiwanese. Just say, wake up, all the situation change. Okay? And what's changed? Here, I just try to mention this one. The author just compare the Taiwanese student and the Chinese student. What's different between Taiwanese and Chinese? Okay. I mean, at the midnight, okay, most Taiwanese students just waste time in the line. Use the mobile every day. Just mobile for what? I don't know. You can get any information, any useful message from the mobile. Okay, But another Chinese student, on the midnight, they only study hard, okay? And in the morning, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, the Taiwanese student only waiting, stay at the bed, at the room, okay? They don't like go to the class. But the most Chinese student, 5, 6, 7, they already all study at the campus. This is real. It's real. If you don't know, if you cannot believe, you just go there to check. Okay? And the second, he say on the summer or the spring time, also he go to any university. On the daytime, the campus, every area, okay? Most Chinese students all study very hard on there. And how about Taiwanese? For Taiwanese, on the summertime, all the campus are empty. The student only play the basketball or the football. Nobody to study. And on the train, the Taiwanese still only enjoy, find a cartoon or play the game, but the Chinese student, very quiet, study very hard. So this is our feature. Okay? So I don't know. Your story will be different with my story. My story is more successful. And actually, I look everybody like my family. I look like my daughter, my son. And I already provide a good experience to my son. Okay? My son now, he already is studying in the American for the PhD program. And he got a full scholarship. And how? He just got his idea. We are not asking him to do anything. But how about you? Okay? I also took the Mr. Tsai before this class. When my son was young, we never asked him to do anything, but just remind him how to control the timetable. Okay? For example, today is Sunday. He just designed. What should he do on the Sunday? He designed five things he want to do. Okay? And then he checked by himself. We are not control, we are not disturb him. So I hope you need to do that. Okay? Because the time is very short for you. Okay? So I don't know, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe you in another class, no teacher want to talk the truth to you. Do you know why? Because most students, they don't like to listen. They don't like to accept. They just waste the time by themselves. But it's fine. You come here, you only pay your tuition, and after class, your idea all become empty. And why should you come here? You can save your money. You don't need to go to school. Okay? So, I'm not sure. I hope I provide some suggestion, some advice for you. It's good for you. Okay? So actually every day, every time when I organize this for my class, actually I pay all my attention, pay my effort for my teaching. But I'm not sure how much do you need or how much do you learn. Okay? This is your story, not my story. Actually, my story, where is my story? This is my story, okay? My story is very exciting. our economic is grow up. Okay? This is my story. Okay? For example, 1999, I go to the UK for my PhD. Okay? Before 1999, I already for my teaching. I'm teaching here from 1987. I doing my teaching is here. And I pay my time, go to the UK 2005, and then I come back. Okay? But all the situation will change. When I step in the UK, I was very proud. I talk to my UK friend, say, the Taiwanese is very great because Taiwan, we always very got the traditional Chinese culture better than China. Because the China draw away all traditional Chinese culture, but Taiwan, we keep the traditional Chinese culture. So the Taiwan look more successful. But actually, I'm very sad. This situation changed. Now, the Taiwanese draw away traditional Chinese culture, and now the China wake up. They know how to use the good traditional Chinese culture. So you can look, the China will be grow up and Taiwan will be fall down. No choice. It's real. Okay? Because this is young generation's choice. Okay? Nobody can control you, only you. Okay? So I don't know. If you are interested, I can send the Chinese word in the PPT, in the e-learning. You can try to get some idea. Okay? If you cannot believe, it's fine. It's your story, not my story. My story is more successful. Okay? So, any question? So today we just stop here because you don't like to learn, and then I can take a rest. Okay? So, I don't know actually. So, how about your paper? Already completed for your paper or not? How about Christine?
Finishing. Working both.
Alright. So you already completed one paper? Or both?
I'm like finishing both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay. Or would you mind, if possible, you can send it to me earlier. I can check for you. Okay? Or maybe I can provide some suggestions for you. And so, what time is good for you? You want to present the first paper? When you want to do the presentation?
For this class or for the other class?
Yeah, both. Because I don't know actually. We already have the design like last time. So today is the 26th. So the first time is the May 10th. Okay. So Mr. Chai already. So you need to drop the PPT. Okay. And I think I already provided some suggestions for you. So you need to complete, you need to draw the conclusion. And then your paper is okay. And continue draw the PPT. All right? So this is your job. And May 17th, 江若晓. Okay? So did you drop your paper? Nearly or not? Okay, so if not, you need to go faster, okay? And or if you need any discussion or you need any help, just send email to me, or maybe we can make a point, okay? We can talk, or I can show you how to do improvement, okay? And Zhao Yizhen, okay, so the same already? Okay, so, and Lodi, Christine, you dropped the June 14. 14 is for the macroeconomics. or like the other one, the public finance. You want to present first or anything in this class? Because if you present in the Chinese class, maybe they don't know. So, two paper or here?
Yeah, I prefer the two papers here.
Yes. Okay. So if you already, you can present first in the public finance or macroeconomics, depending on you.
I prefer to present the public finance because it's the score I need. So I prefer like first macroeconomics.
Okay, okay. Yeah, finance, no problem. It's depending on you, okay? And 装潢会孙丽婷李佩莹 So you design the time is the June 7. On the June 7. Okay? You write down the name for me here. So you have the 1 month. You have 1 month to complete it. Okay? So I hope you can draw as soon as possible. Okay. So if you have any question, just let me know. Okay. Or you don't know how to start doing your job. Okay. So, but another person not here. Okay, so today we just stop here, all right?